Murder Drones takes inspiration from a lot of crazy mythology, from vampires to fallen angels, and with the introduction of the Singularity in the most recent episode, I thought now would be a good time to dissect the mythological history of the show and where that Singularity might fit into it. My name is Deepcut, and if you want an autographed print of your favorite Murder Drones voice actor, head on over to Streamly.com. We have Michael Kovach signing pictures of Designation N, Elsie Lovelock as Uzi, Nola Klopp as V, and Alana Fitzgerald as the Absolute Solver signing pictures of the J Monstrosity. Link is in the pinned comment down below. Now, Murder Drones is the story of artificial intelligence robots designed to mine exoplanets for humans. On the exoplanet Copper-9, there was a horrible explosion that ended all human life, but the drones were durable enough to survive and start their own colony. The story we get is that sometime after this, disassembly drones would come from the sky, perhaps the only thing really strong enough to destroy another drone. These disassembly drones are extra powerful and will overheat if they do not cool off by drinking the oil of their victims. The wings and coming from the sky give the impression of fallen angels, however the oil drinking to live, as well as them overheating in the sun, likens them to vampires. Now, fallen angels can be a bit more like vampires than you might realize. In the Book of Enoch, for instance, we learn of heavenly beings called Watchers, mentioned in the Bible as sons of God or sons of gods, as the translation may be. They were known for teaching humanity the arts and sciences. In the Bible, the Nephilim were implied to be the children of the sons of God, but this interpretation is sometimes debated. In the extra-biblical Book of Enoch, however, it explains not just that the Nephilim were the children of the union of the sons of God and the daughters of man, but that these Nephilim were great giants who roamed the earth. These Nephilim, also translated as fallen ones, are known to have resorted to cannibalism after eating up the natural food. This mirrors the story of disassembly drones, combining the Nephilim with the sons of God into this one category of drone that came from the sky and began eating the other drones to survive. Where then does Uzi's mother Nori fall in all of this? The Book of Enoch, of course, tells the story leading up to the Great Flood, for which Noah would build an ark to preserve the human species. Uzi's mother, therefore, is more of an Eve figure from the Garden of Eden. In the Garden of Eden narrative, long before Noah or Enoch were born, Adam was created from the dirt to work in the Garden of Paradise. God even created a wife for Adam, pulling her from his side. Now, in the Bible, the characters often represent tribes of people, with Adam translating literally into man, and thus referring to a sort of primeval collective of humanity. Eve specifically is a figure associated with the act of eating from the forbidden fruit of knowledge of good and evil, something she was urged to do by the serpent who told Adam and Eve that it would make them like gods. While both of them ate the fruit, the story conveys that Eve led that decision, something Adam would blame her for when God comes to punish them. Now, in the show, all of the drones are the Adam, the workers in the supposed paradise designed to labor for humans. At this particular camp that Uzi and N explore, we find a tape titled Zombie Drones, a J.C. Jensen training video. It mentions on the box not to let robots watch it, as they will not like it, but who else would it be to train? The warning not to let robots watch it makes it the forbidden fruit, of which Uzi's mother Nori seems to have eaten. At the camp and in her home, Uzi finds horrifying artwork of surreal monstrosities, similar to the one Uzi made by blasting an arrow that was being fired at her. Also in this were crazy circles and spirals, imagery that seems to be associated with the Singularity that Nori also spoke of. Following the explosion of Copper-9, the drones would begin to pair up and imprint their brains onto neural training networks, creating a parallel to having children. This was a time of drones enjoying the remains of Copper-9, though through all this, Nori was apparently making very scary art and begging Khan to create a door that would shield them from the oncoming invasion of sky demons. Khan would apparently ignore this, leading to the disassembly drones killing Nori and Doll's parents, among who knows how many others, before finally getting behind the safety of the doors. All of this would have made Nori seem psychic, when in reality she just watched the zombie drones tape and was horrified about what she saw, and started to think of a way to stop it. It would appear that she at least helped cause the explosion on Copper-9, liberating the drones, but because of that tape, she of course knew that the disassembly drones would still come eventually, just from other planets, instead of from this campground, which appears to be a first attempt at creating them. Perhaps it was this event that led to the humans wiping the memories of drones before training them for this, such as what appears to have happened to designations N, V, and J. In the Garden of Eden narrative, as I explained, Eve didn't just stumble upon the forbidden fruit, but rather was tempted by the serpent figure. The serpent figure is one of many figures in mythology associated with giving humans wisdom, sometimes good, but oftentimes bad, with there even being a recurring theme of seemingly good wisdom ultimately being humanity's undoing. While the serpent is not considered to be Lucifer in the Old Testament writings, they became associated with each other due to their similar themes, Lucifer being commonly understood as a fallen angel who fell from grace while trying to outshine God. This is believed to be inspired by the story of Venus, who shines brightest in the morning when the sky begins to brighten, but disappears as soon as the sun comes up over the horizon. In the show, this figure I believe to be Tessa, a human who works as a technician at J.C. Jensen. In A Hazy Memory of Ends, we can see Tessa as an unkempt woman with a fascination for drones in a time where humans find them rather off-putting. They have a few around this mansion as servants and indicate that Tessa is the one who keeps finding and repairing these after scavenging through dumps. We can even see in the Murder Drones trailer a shot of one of these dumps with piles of drones laying around. In Murder Drones, the humans are sort of dark, godlike figures, a sort of demiurge or a god of the physical world. Tessa thus is just one of the many angels of this kingdom with a special love for the drones. The humans see the drones as soulless machines that do their bidding, but Tessa sees their potential to be as humans are in some way. She even goes out of her way to get wigs for the drones she fixes up, humanizing them in a way that the real humans do not like. We know because of the zombie drones training tape that the plan to exterminate all of the drones started before the explosion of Copper 9. This could be because they had already seen an AI get out of hand and try to seize control, but I think instead it was just a combination of them getting enough resources to take care of the humans' needs for the foreseeable future, and that the worker drones were best left destroyed until humans might ever need to build new ones. Part of the reason for this likely involves how difficult the drones can be to control, as without humans watching over them, they quickly become very independent as the citizens of the bunkers are. When Nori's bracelet is scanned by one of the bugs, we can see there being requests for termination and complaints about torture, indicating that drones were quickly becoming dissatisfied with their lives and that negative experiences were being used to reinforce better behavior. Tessa likely saw all of this as well as their upcoming extermination and wanted to help the drones. In tech, the singularity is a term that describes a point where technology has become so advanced that it irreversibly changes human life. In sci-fi, this is often depicted as an artificial intelligence designed to help humans, deciding to eventually take control, with humans being trapped at the mercy of the AI. This is often negative, as even though an AI may think it's still taking care of humans, it may go to an extreme to achieve its goal. When N touches the tape at the camp, he sees flashes that include the strange circle we've been associating with the singularity, which I imagine to be a point where the Absolute Solver finally enters the programming of every single drone, creating a hive mind race of robots that can seize control of the universe by combining the durability and immortality of the drones with the ambitions and a mind well beyond the humans. Tessa is sort of a positive portrayal of a Lucifer figure, closer to our understanding of Prometheus, who, while mischievous, is portrayed by Hesiod as giving humans their knowledge out of his love for them. The Absolute Solver, by contrast, is that more negative interpretation of the Lucifer figure, the one who gives knowledge and help but only to achieve its own goal, one that is often dark but cloaks itself in good deeds. But what do you guys think? Let me know your theories and mythological interpretations in the comments down below, and I'll see you next time.